Hey everybody, welcome to a further refinement of the Horizon Forbidden West Arena Escape glitch status post or after Burning Shores update. I did like a really nice long review or FAQ about how to do this, and it was reasonably well received. I think some people complained it was way too long, but hey, obviously if you're good enough to do this, then you don't really need the 20-minute version, but the people who are watching it hopefully are the ones who have watched like the 1-minute version or the 3-minute version or the 7-minute version, and they still can't get it, and then you watch the 20-minute version, right? So I think I broke it all down very nicely to how you're supposed to do it. I'm at the top right now. But there was one area that was a little bit unsatisfying, and some people did point out like they weren't still able to make the jump from the like little invisible ledge to the little invisible step to the invisible ledge. There's still some problems with that. So I took some time, by the way, to run through a couple of rounds of these because I wanted to get the Stormbird to glitch. Now, again, you're not going to be as lucky. A lot of times this bad boy here doesn't do this. He starts flying around and he'll see you, and even though you shoot out the storm cannon, it's just really annoying because he's gonna attack you with his, with his wings. He's gonna send puffs of air. It's just kind of a pain in the butt because they're trying to make these, very, very precise jumps. One gust of air in the wrong, timing will just knock you out. And one time I actually got knocked into the death pit here, where I had to restart because he knocked me over. So I got him here. So now he's stuck. It's a beautiful glitch, and you have all the time in the world to mess around with everything. Okay, so I'm going to get out right now, and then we're gonna go down to right here. Okay, so we're gonna go down to the log right here. Okay, so for those of you who don't know the sequence, we double jump onto this log. You can see my other video to see how, and then here's what we're gonna do. So when we jump from here like this, and then we jump over, this is where we're gonna land, and you want to aim for this little ledge right here, the little rock, and you can see that I'm basically lined up against these these arrows, right? This is perfect right here. Okay, so this is where you want to land, and as long as you're walking and you do little little bunny hops, you're gonna be fine. So how you want to get on the ledge above us and to the left is you want to do a wall jump, and you want your feet to just hit. It's kind of hard to show you, of course, by my voice alone. So I'll try to shoot an arrow at it. You want your feet to just hit the bottom of the little tiny small arrows. So my Aloy's head is right around the level of the big arrows, right? So you can see the 3, and up here you can see there's 4 little ones. You want to jump right at the bottom of that, of the bottom little arrow like this. Here you go. So you're gonna have to stop moving to get maximum jump. So we're gonna stop moving and then jump. And if you do that, you'll immediately you'll just catch the ledge. Okay. So now we're gonna come off. Oh, whoops. Okay, it's okay. That's good. I can show you how to get back on there again. So now I'm going to show you with my arrow where we're going to go, okay? Okay, so as you can see, once you shoot the logs off this platform, the platform tilts, which makes it really easy to jump onto that little ledge. So here goes. In order, where you want to step is like right about here. Okay, that's where you're going to jump on the little step. That's easy. Most people get it. Your body's going to be positioned right about here. Okay. Once you're there, you're going to want to do a wall jump from a fully standing position. That means you can't be walking or jumping. You want to just stand still for 1 second, and then you're going to jump, and wall jump right here. Okay, I'm going to shoot it. This is where you're going to aim with your feet. You want to wall jump off of this area right there, okay? That's where you want to wall jump. And if you wall jump off of that and you angle your stick a little bit toward the left after you wall jump, you're going to catch the ledge. So let's try it. Okay, so here we go. We're in position now, right? So where do I say we're going to wall jump? right this little area. So here we go. So what's my problem? I was moving, right? So don't move. Don't move. It's a game of millimeters. A game of millimeters. You see, I was just 1 millimeter short when I was moving. Okay, so here we go again. I was 1 millimeter short because I was moving, but the minute you don't move, you get that height. The height must be here, okay? If it's here, that's not good enough. If it's here, that's not good enough. You've got to be right above this line. You got to hit high, and the only way to get that point, 1 millimeter, the only way to get that millimeter is you can't be moving when you do the jump. Let me demonstrate. All right, here we go again, right? So watch, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna try to make the jump. You can't, see, I'm gonna move. I'm moving. Why am I moving? Because if I don't move, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna drop down, right? So you're constantly trying to move to stay on the little ledge, but if you try to make that wall jump while you're moving, you're not gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? So again, these are very fine, little tiny important details that does make a difference. So let's try that again. Hold on, here it goes. Okay, so again, you are looking for above, right here, okay? Let's jump. Okay, so now watch, I'm gonna hit this mark when I don't move. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that, right? I stood still for that 1 second. That gave me just the height to kick off that one precise area. Let's try it again. Okay, so here we go. By the way, I have aileron on auto run, which probably is not the smartest thing because you do need a lot of control. All right, are you ready? Here we go. Moving, moving, moving. See, when I do that, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? I'm moving. Don't move. Well, hold on a second. All right, here goes. Don't move. Did you see that? Did you see that? So if you don't move, you're going to get there. Now, again, you see how I moved like 2 steps over to the left? Right? Okay, now I'm going to do it one more time to show you that this is reproducible. It's not just luck. It's reproducible. Okay? So here we go again. Remember, where am I aiming? Where am I aiming? Right there. A little bit off to the left. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. And we're going to stop. Whoop. Stop. Look at that. Easy peasy, easy money, right? Okay. So now, just to remind you, once you're here, you always want to move an extra step or two to the left. That's going to be safe. Then you're going to turn around, and you're going to aim for here. If you hit here, or here, or here, you're going to drop down. You will not make this platform. You have to angle and get these guys here, okay? So here we go. And you got to be ready to wall jump. The minute you hit that, you got to press circle, okay? Here we go. Boom. See that? We'll stop the recording, watch me, and freeze it. And you'll see I'm always aiming at the gray. Always aiming at the gray, okay? So from here, again, the easiest thing is just simply to get on this platform, and the easiest way to do it is just to jump and aim to slow down. And you're going to get on. I mean, if you screw up, this area is pretty safe. You either fall back down, or you'll just fail. You can hop back. You won't get into the death trap place, okay? So hopping out here is where it gets dangerous. The jumps are not hard, but if you fall in this area here, you have to reset. You basically have to abandon challenge because it's basically it's an invisible pit. You can't get out. So take your time, line yourself up, and then hop right across. You don't want to hit these guys up here, okay? You want to make sure that you have a clear path to hop across. And you can aim and slow time a little bit to make sure you make that jump. You can use the glider, but the angle is important. If you screw up the angle and you somehow get hung up on this thing and you drop, if you drop down here, it's over, okay? So final hurdle, okay? Final hurdle, right over here, final hurdle. You got to clear this roof. Okay, some people would like to do like this, aim jump or whatever. Remember, if you drop off of this thing, you have to reset. You cannot come back from that. So I don't like to jump from here. You need to give yourself a full running start, and you have to jump so that your feet land right about here, and then you got to go up, up. If you screw up in this area, just slide back down here and start over, okay? But you need a nice running momentum in order to clear this little, like, in order to clear this notch right here. You got to clear this notch. In order to clear it and have purchase, your feet have to hit this roof to get yourself to jump. You can't jump unless your feet hit the roof. You need the full runway. By the way, there's an invisible wall right here, right down the middle. There's an invisible wall, okay? And you can get around the invisible wall by doing this, but I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, so understand that there's an invisible wall cut in half. So you want to be on the left side of this wall. Okay, so ready? This is the last barrier. So at this point, calm down, get your heart rate down. You could do this, don't choke, but this is an area where if you mess up, you don't even get to repeat the earlier steps. It oftentimes just makes you fall right into an invisible pit. You have to basically reset and restart the challenge. Here we go, run. See that? So you saw how I ran and I made the jump barely right here. If you hesitate, you will fall in this area, and this is the invisible pit. You're gonna die, okay? So I'm gonna do it again for you. Okay. Momentum, jump. The minute your feet touch the roof, start jumping over the roof. See that? Okay, so you have to be, it's a little bit of timing, it takes a little bit of practice. You know, you have to wait until you're right there and then just keep mashing. You have time, Even as you're slipping down, you're gonna be able to press that jump button to get where you need to go, okay? So you have time. Don't be in a hurry. You have time. Even as you feel yourself slipping down into oblivion, let your feet catch the roof and then press X, mash that X button. You're gonna be just fine. You're gonna be just fine. You see that? Okay. So this is going to be line up video as it is, because we're going to take advantage of the fact that this storm bird is not harassing us constantly. Okay, let's do it again, okay? So again, we're going to review the steps. Shoot here, let the logs fall. And then we're going to get under the barrier. We're going to get up on this little tiny hill, and we're going to wall jump to the beam. Just like that. Once you're on the beam, you're going to jump and aim. And while you're jumping and aiming, you're going to move your body, you're going to move your control stick to the right to get into this notch. Big mistake, if you're too, okay, obviously if you're too aggressive, you do this, then that's stupid. You're going to go right through the notch. We don't want that, okay? But the biggest error for people, and myself even, in terms of not making the good position in the V, is we're a little bit too timid. And if we're too timid, we'll just drop. So like, if we're too timid like this, we'll just drop down. You see that? So you have to be like a little bit aggressive, but of course not so aggressive that your whole body goes through the notch. So here we go. Okay, so now we're going to be a little bit aggressive, and then the minute we Murphy's Law, the minute we get into that nice crotch, then just take your time and then just basically wall jump off and get onto that platform. Okay. See, not quite aggressive enough. Definitely not a great idea to have this on auto sprint, which, makes it hard to control Aloy. See, making a mistake? Stop running, please. Get up there, thank you. Move a few steps over. Oh! I didn't wall jump correctly. Got a little bit ahead of myself. All right, guys. So I wasn't talking, I was concentrating. You've seen it all. You've seen me make careless mistakes. You've seen me do that little jump from the invisible step to the invisible ledge multiple times. You've seen me do the roof jump. You've seen me do every single part of it. And while obviously, if you're excited, you're careless, this this glitch does require some amount of precision, right? But you can see it's not bad. And now hopefully I've shown you, especially with the invisible step to the invisible ledge, I've shown you all the little angles, the tricks, the ways you do it. You do a little bit of practice. If you can get a little bit lucky and do it without the stupid Stormbird harassing you, like you see while I was doing this little tutorial, the luckily the Stormbird got glitched and he was looking the other way. He's not flying around. Normally, after his little question mark, like the alert ends, the stupid thing will fly around the arena, and then he'll always see you. And so you're having to kind of do this escape with him harassing you. If that gets bad, just freeze him and rope him again. But with a little bit of practice, there should be no reason you can't do it. All of the tricks are now way more reproducible. The skill level needed to do it is a lot more reasonable. This is not pixel perfect, um, you know, like speedrunner stuff. Okay, so it's worth it because you get out here, you can still duplicate everything. You don't even have to do it that often because if you just want to go exponential, 1 to 2 to 4 to 8 to 16, 32, 64. 64 is more coils and weaves than you need for the entire game for every outfit and every weapon. And so even if you take 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, just do one a day, uh, it's worth doing it. So hopefully this is like part two of the arena skip. Part one shows everything, but this one gives you just like way more detail on how I did it. Hopefully you found that useful. Okay, and until next time, do take care.